Hello everyone, my name is Jason Parker and welcome back to this channel about magic. And before we get started, I want to show you a quick magic trick. Alrighty, first things first, I should have you make a free selection of any card from the deck. Don't allow me to influence you in any way. So, you chose this one, the Queen of Hearts. Great choice. That will go about halfway into the deck, just like that. And if I were to try to locate your card now, I'll do something like this. And we have your card, the Two of Clubs. What? Well, that's not your card? Okay. I could try something different. What if I take your card and I do one of those? Is that your card? Is that the right one? It's a magic. So if you enjoyed that, smash like to let me know, and if you want to learn how to do that very last move, that part where the card instantly changed into a different card, I made a tutorial on my Patreon teaching how to do it. Just go to Google and type Jason Parker Patreon. I try to make my tutorials so that it's as easy to learn as possible. I put a lot of attention to detail, and if for whatever reason you're having trouble learning it, you're welcome to send me a message and I'll see what I can do to help. Plus all the other exclusive magic tutorials and life updates on there. And in today's video, we are reacting to Katrina, or Magical Katrina, who's appearing on season 7 of Penn and Teller's Fool Us. She is an American magician. I don't know a whole lot about her, so let's just go ahead and jump into the performance and see what we got to watch. See what we got to watch. And today we can say goodbye to these horrible abominations. Oh yeah, that's so much better. They finally got repaired, so I'll be back to having a more clean visual and not tripping myself up over all these wires. Life is good.
Hi there, my name is Katrina and I'm a professional magician out of Los Angeles, California. When I was 3 years old, I saw Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz and I've wanted to be a performer ever since. My first performance in front of strangers was in the 4th grade talent show. I sang and I did the Charleston. I went to clown school. I used my clowning in magic and juggling and stilt walking and basically all of the things that I do. Something I love about swing dancing and magic is they're both universal languages that people can share and understand anywhere. I'm here to fool Penn and Teller, and I hope that some little girl watching this today will be inspired and maybe grow up to become a magician, or president, or magician president, astronaut cowboy.
That's cool. It seems like she's a real variety entertainer. It's always nice to have multiple skills, being able to juggle, to dance, to do magic, clowning. She said that she went to clown school, and I've heard about that before. I'm always kind of curious to what that entails. I would like to see a day in the life of clown school. I'm guessing the professor would be making jokes all the time, but that would be the curriculum and not a distraction. By the way, side note, I used to do swing dancing myself a long time ago, and I've almost completely forgotten all of it. Smash like if you've done swing dancing. Smash like if you remember Hurricane Katrina. On with the performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Magical Katrina.
It is such an honor to be here. My name is Katrina, and I'm an old-fashioned girl who likes old-timey things from days gone by, like wearing vintage clothing, swing dancing, rotary phones, Penn and Teller. So you can imagine what an amazing thrill it is to be here today. But I didn't just come here to meet my magical heroes. I came here because I need help. For the past few years, my dating life has been unsuccessful. And honestly, I think it's because of a lack of judgment. I should probably stop dating magicians. Yeah. So I actually came here to get some dating advice. Penn, would you come up and help me?
I'll do my best. Yeah.
Oh, yay! Awesome.
Okay.
So, Penn, I actually brought here a bunch of photos of different potential suitors. And I would like you to look at them and tell me if you think they'd be a good match for me or not.
Is he in front of a lineup?
Yeah.
Good sign.
Good sign. Now,
good
this
sign.
isn't like those dating apps where you just swipe yes for every single girl in order to hedge your bets, okay? I want you to be a little picky here, okay?
Okay, I'll be.
Okay, so, date or no date?
No date.
No date.
To Brooklyn.
To Brooklyn. Okay,
Brooklyn.
we'll put him here. Date or no date?
No date, not Brooklyn enough.
Not Brooklyn enough. Okay. Date or no date?
Date, just to be mean to you.
Oh, well, I know he looks like he's 10, but he's actually 15. He has a learner's permit. Okay, date, just to be mean.
Okay, good.
Date or no date?
I would say no date.
No date, okay. Date or no date?
Oh, absolutely date.
Yes?
Good smile,
He
yeah.
has a little hat? Okay.
Yeah, little hat.
Date or no date?
Well, you know, I think we're back to Brooklyn, no date.
He's a hipster. But
Yeah, hipster, no doubt about it.
Hipster.
Oh my goodness, which one? Which one do you
Both, they're a package deal.
Oh, they're a package deal,
Yeah,
then
he
no.
comes with the cat.
No.
Oh, no.
No, I would have said yes because of the cat. I always see people with their dog photos, but I rarely see people with cat photos. For me, that's an almost instant yes. Okay, now that I've alienated all my dog owner viewers, back to the act.
Cat? Okay.
Magician,
Oh, goodness. Good that we dodged that bullet. Okay. Date or no date?
good choice.
Good job. Oh, is this for me or for you?
For you.
Oh, okay. Date or no date?
If you like rotary phones, let's go with that.
Is he a magician also? I think so.
To Ed Norton in both senses. No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
To Ed Norton in both cases. What did that mean? Does anyone know what kind of joke he was making there? If so, leave a comment below. I want to understand the jokes. I want to be on the inside. Is he saying in both senses because of like Fight Club? Where he had, well, I don't want to say anything if by some weird happenstance you've never seen Fight Club. Anyways, someone please explain that joke to me. Thank you very much ahead of time.
That means these are all no's.
Okay,
right?
those are all no.
And these are all yeses. So
Yes,
this
they are.
is, oh gosh, how many is this? This is, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different people I could go out on dates with. That's still a lot. Could you just point to the one that you think would be my one perfect match, Penn?
You know, I'm gonna go with the one who looks the most pleasant and the most fun.
Oh my goodness, this one?
Yes.
Okay, so that means these are all no's. Now, Penn, I actually have a confession to make, okay? Before I came here, being the independent woman that I am, like Beyonce, I already knew which one that I wanted to choose, but I needed a second opinion to confirm. So I actually took these and I drew big black X's on every single one of these cards. All of them, except for one, my favorite one, which I drew a big green check mark on, the very same one that you chose. Penn, could you
check?
show everyone the green check mark?
There's the green check mark right there.
Magical Katrina! So do you really date a lot of magicians?
Oh, 2. I've dated 2. But, I mean, hey, they're good with their hands. So.
So I used to have a thing about I would never date actors because they're actors. But then I wound up marrying an actor, and it's been great because they really understand. So the magician thing, you just maybe just have to find the right one.
Maybe. I do tend to date people that I have similar hobbies with. I used to date swing dancers exclusively because I competitively swing danced. And then when I started getting like really nerdy and into close-up magic, I started dating magicians.
Do you always use comedy in your act?
Yes, so I went to clown school and it was a really rigorous program. We did miming and slapstick and all sorts of cool things.
That's so cool. And what was the most surprising part of clown school? Like, what did you think you wouldn't like and you loved?
Oh, I loved everything.
Yeah.
I also like just being able to say I went to clown school.
It's pretty great.
People are like, did you go to college? And I'm like, nope, I went to clown school.
Nice. All right, well, you say you're unlucky in love, but let's see if you're lucky and you go home with a trophy.
Ooh.
All right, Penn Teller.
Okay, let me give you my thoughts before we hear from Penn and Teller. First off, that was a really cool act. I like how, you know, it's kind of interactive because she's giving, obviously Penn has this choice to choose yes or no between each one, but as he's given his reason for each, it really like allows him to, you know, allows the spectator to be part of the performance. Feels a lot more dynamic, and I think that's a pretty clever idea, because I think naturally when people are passing judgment on to date someone or not to date someone, they would have some reason to say why, and I bet naturally that would be very funny. So I like the concept of this effect. Secondly, were all of those people in the photos magicians? If you know the answer to that, you know what to do, and that's to comment below and smash like. Or not, you know, just whatever you want to do. Third thing about how did she accomplish the trick, I'm not entirely sure. I was watching something, kind of the way she was handling the cards, and it made me a little suspicious, but I'm not convinced that had anything to do with it yet. At first I was thinking maybe this is going to be the same trick that I made a tutorial for recently on my Patreon, and that I performed in my video Magic with Friends Quarantine Edition over there. I thought maybe it was going to be the same concept and the same method, but it's not. It's something different. I would be interested to know if I could examine those cards up there on the table, if I could like feel them. Anyways, let's just go ahead and hear what Penn and Teller have got to say.
Katrina, that was great. You've taken, I mean, the problem with prediction tricks is that you know what's going to happen before they start, and you found a way to make every decision personal and relatable to you, relatable to everybody, and it really made a regular prediction trick really, really personal, interesting, and we were invested in it. And I will tell you that when I came back to my seat, I did not know how you did it. And I was very, very close up there, looking at everything, even handling the props right there. I could not tell how you did it. You would have taken home a trophy right then. But then I came and I sat down next to Teller. And Teller was not standing up there trying to think which date to choose for you or what to do. He was just trying to bust you. That's all that was in his head. He did have a few ideas, but I gotta tell you, it was so inspiring, your exuberance, your happiness. I just hope that some of it rubs off on us. I just hope it really does. And I don't think you fooled us.
Does that code tell you they figured it out?
It does.
Oh.
I don't think I fooled them either.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you so much, Magical Katrina!
Thank you.
Alrighty, now allow me to give you my closing thoughts about her performance. Well, yeah, I really enjoyed that. Highly entertaining and also significantly fooling. She didn't win the trophy, but she did fool Penn. You know, as he said, it wasn't until he got back there and talked to Teller that they were able to discuss, and Teller knew the method. I wonder if she had invited Penn and Teller both up there and had involved both of them with the choices, if she might have fooled them. In fact, because Teller is oftentimes the person who figures out the tricks, I wonder if she just asked him all the questions. Oh, I see. She didn't choose him because he's silent. Duh. And of course, involving Penn, he's gonna have funny remarks to say about why or why not for each date. So yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because it's not only about fooling, you know? A lot of it's about the entertainment value, about having fun, about making an interesting show. And I think she definitely succeeded at that. And I've gotta say, she fooled me, because I heard Penn's code talk at the end, and he said something that made me realize how it must be done. And that was not my original guess. So Katrina, congratulations, you fooled Penn, you were on the show, and you fooled me as a bonus. Some random guy on the internet. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell. So yeah, a very enjoyable and well-conceived act. What did you think? Leave your comment below, I'd love to read your thoughts. And now, we get to the Aesop's Fables portion of the video, where we will attempt to extract a piece of knowledge or wisdom from this book of ancient times. And randomly selected is The Wolf, the Mother, and Her Child, chapter 112. This is a very small one, assuming it doesn't go onto the other page. Nope. And The Wolf, the Mother, and Her Child. A hungry wolf was prowling about in search of food. By and by, attracted by the cries of a child, he came to a cottage. As he crouched beneath the window, he heard the mother say to the child, "Stop crying, do, or I'll throw you to the wolf." Thinking she really meant what she said, he waited there a long time in the expectation of satisfying his hunger. In the evening, he heard the mother fondling her child and saying, "If the naughty wolf comes, he shan't get my little one. Daddy will kill him." The wolf got up in much disgust and walked away. "As for the people in that house," he said to himself, "you can't believe a word they say." I don't know why the wolf is talking like that. It doesn't really sound like a wolf, does it? All right. No moral of the storyline. What can we say about this? What sort of interpretation shall we apply? So, the wolf was eavesdropping and he was taking what the mom was saying literally, when actually what the mom was saying was an empty threat just to keep her children in line, back in the days when discipline was allowed. I think if a parent said that kind of thing nowadays, child services would come and take the children away. Stop crying, do, or I'll throw you to the wolf. That seems kind of like a weird and empty threat, throw someone to the wolf. It seems unrealistic. But if we were to make it more modern threat, we could say something like, stop crying, do, or I'll throw you in the meat grinder. See, that sounds much more terrifying. Someone, please call child services right now. Probably threatening your children with acts of physical violence and or death is not a good idea. A realistically more modern way to discipline your children would probably be something like, Johnny, I'm gonna take away your iPhone and your iPad and your iWatch if you don't stop crying right now. That sounds more like today's world. Okay, so I guess with this fable we could focus on the fact that the mom was saying empty threats to her children, but really she cared about them. That's some kind of element of this story. On the other side, you could say that the wolf was a friggin' idiot. He didn't know what was going on. I think the real thing is the wolf didn't have the context. He didn't understand that the mom was just trying to keep the children to stop crying. So you can't read things literally, and you can't read things or hear them out of context. That is the moral of this story. Context. Don't take what people say out of context. A lot of comedians will say really terrible things, but they're just doing it to get a laugh and they don't really mean it. Yeah, I really feel like that's the lesson of this story. It's just kind of funny at the end how he walks away with disgust, you know. As for the people in that house, you can't believe a word they say. Did you see or read into it any other interpretations that I missed? Leave a comment below and I'll check them out. I will smash heart on your comment. And the context of that is not an empty threat. I will do it. But it's a lot more likely to happen if you leave a comment within the first 24 hours, because after that I'm on to the next video. Alrighty, so thank you for being here. Thanks for watching this video. Remember that amazing card trick I showed you at the very beginning? If you want to learn how to do that last move where I make the card jump into a different card, just instantly transform in a very amazing way, just simply check out the Patreon, because that's where I put a tutorial teaching how to do it. Plus, you'll be supporting the channel and me in my continuous and never-ending fight against demonetization on this channel. And for those of you who have joined the Patreon group, domo arigatos, plural. Because I really appreciate you guys, and you guys are making this possible. Thank you very much. And what else? Oh, last night I recorded an interview with a magician. This will be the second magician interview video. I won't say who it is, but you're welcome to make a guess. And I imagine it will probably be published in about a week. That's about how long it will take me, because we recorded for 2 hours. And I want to squash that down to like a maybe 30-minute video is my goal. Oh, and by the way, I went to Katrina's YouTube channel and I noticed she was doing a 30-day magic challenge where she's doing one magic trick each day, very short videos. I thought it was interesting and you might want to check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. And again, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you watching the video, and I hope you're having a fantastic year and a half, a stupendous last 7 minutes, and a great night. See you later in the next video. Bye.